Hey everybody, this is Cromar with TGN, bringing you another World of Warcraft video. Today is December 12th, and it's been nearly a week since the Cataclysm launch. I've been playing nearly non-stop, and I'm finally ready to get back in the saddle and produce some new content for everybody. Now today, I want to go over some basic newbie questions that I've seen commonly asked since launch. If you're stuck, or if you're just getting back into Cataclysm and you could use a few tips, hopefully this should help you out. Now, you might have noticed already that there is a helpful menu on your screen for each of the 10 items on this list. If you allow the video to load, you can use those buttons for navigation to hop from item to item, in case you only came to this video for one particular question. So, that being said, let's get started. Number 10. Where do I spend Justice Points? Now, the vendor is different for Alliance and Horde, but they're both in your capitals. For Alliance in Stormwind, you go to the little house at the end of Old Town. It's the same house with the warrior and hunter trainer, and there's a vendor right there, no problem. For Horde, it's a little harder. It's in Orgrimmar. It's in, Orgrimmar has been changed so much, it's hard to give directions. But I'll show you on the video here. It's on top of Garrosh Hold. It's actually right above Garrosh, and there's like a platform. You go around the back, and there's a door, and that's where you get your Justice Points vendor. Number 9, how do I get the Goblin mount? Well, good news for you. We have a video on that already. Tali has done a very good tutorial to show you not only where to buy the Goblin mount, but where to get the rep for it. So, whether you're a Goblin or another non-Goblin, you can get that mount no problem. Number 8, how do I get to Blackrock Caverns? Well, the easy answer, of course, is to just go to Eastern Kingdoms and fly there, but that's not the best way. If you're going to Mount Hyjal to quest, after just a few quests, only a handful, you get a quest to go talk to Finkel Einhorn. And here's his location. Basically, you just fly over to him, turn in the quest, and he'll say to hop in his mole machine. You do that, and it warps you straight to Blackrock Caverns. And since you've discovered the entrance, you're able to just port there with the Dungeon Finder anytime you want. Number 7, where do I learn professions past 500? So you may have gone to your profession trainer, and you learned how to get your illustrious Grand Master, and you learned your recipes, but then you got up to 500 and found that the recipes stopped. Well, this isn't true of every single profession. For example, I think alchemy doesn't have this, but or inscription either. But most of the professions get their recipes from Twilight Highlands, and you have to be level 84 to do this. So after you do the intro quests and whatnot and establish the base, then you can go in there and go to there'll be vendors where you buy the stuff. So that's how you learn your professions past 500. For example, blacksmithing, you go to the metal trader and you buy the recipes, and they cost a lot. They cost elementium bars and pyrite bars, stuff like that. Number 6, where is Vortex Pinnacle? This is in Oldham. You probably figured that part out. But if you're going to there just to try to discover it, what you want to do is go all the way to the southeast coast of Oldham. It's a flying city, so just go to the southeast. Make sure you have your view turned up enough so you can actually see it. And once you get out there, you'll get a discovery, and you'll show it on the map. So just fly roughly there, look around till you see the flying city. There's like 3 islands. Just go from island to island until you find the one with the portal. Number 5, where is the rope and whiskey? This is a fun quest in Deep Home when you go to the Alliance airship. You talk to First Mate Moody, and he gives you the quest to find the rope and the whiskey. The rope is above deck. There's actually several places where it spawns, but the easiest way to do it is to just get on your flying mount and fly to the opposite side of the ship from where you talk to Moody, and you'll see it lying around somewhere. For the whiskey, it's below deck in a small room. There's some tables, and there'll be a bottle of whiskey on the table. You may have to fight a bunch of mobs to get to it. Number 4, where do I train Azeroth flying? What you want to do is just look for the flying trainer. In Orgrimmar, it's a little harder to find because of the way everything's changed. You want to go to one of the elevators behind Grommash Hole. It'll take you up top, and then once you're on top to the upper platform, you'll see the towers for the Zeppelins, and then you'll also see a flying trainer around there. You can also just ask a guard, and they'll tell you where it is, but where the Flight Master is. And in Stormwind, just look for the Flight Master. Number 3, where is Tol Barad? Tol Barad, or if you don't even know what it is a open PvP zone. That's basically, it's the canon equivalent of Wintergrasp, and it's also a daily quest hub. There's 2 sets of daily quests, one on the north side of the island that's open all the time, and then another hub on the south side of the island that's only open when you control the island, kind of like controlling Wintergrasp. Now, if you queue up for a game of Tol Barad, it'll port you there, but that's not the best way to get there. You can go there anytime by just stepping in the portal. It's over just to the west of the portals in the Horde portal zone in Orgrimmar, and it's also in the portal area for Alliance. Not hard to find at all. Number 2, where is Stonecore? In Deep Home, you're probably going to get a quest to talk to Stormcaller Myra in Stonecore, but she doesn't really tell you where it is. And the question mark is very vague because it just tells you to go to the Temple of Earth, and she's obviously not in there. Well, here's how you find it. You step out the front door, Temple of Earth, fly up and around to the left, and you'll see the entrance right there. It's actually not hard to find at all once you know what you're looking for, but it's almost impossible to see from the ground. So you pretty much only are going to find it if you're actually looking for it. And number one, by far, the biggest question asked in trade chat, general chat, anywhere. Where do I quest? Well, it's very simple. There's a board outside in Stormwind and in Orgrimmar. There's actually several in each city, so you just fly around until you see one called the War Chief's Command, or the Alliance equivalent. And on that board, they give you quests that lead you to the next zone you're supposed to do. The levels are level 80, Vashj'ir, and Mount Hyjal. I recommend Mount Hyjal. Level 82 is Deep Home. Level 83 is Oldham. And level 84 is Twilight Highlands. Now you could do those zones later than those levels if you'd prefer, and it'll be a little easier. But if you for the fastest leveling, you should follow that track. You can always go back to those zones and finish up any quests that you missed. For example, in Deep Home, I was only about halfway done with the quest when I hit 83, so I went back later and finished them to get the achievement. Same thing with Oldham. I didn't finish the quests. I didn't finish Harrison Jones and the Secret of Oldham. I got really close to it. But I hit 84, so I just bailed immediately and went back and did it later. So all you have to do is follow the instructions on the boards, and they'll tell you where to go, who to talk to, where the teleporters are, and so on and so forth. And finally, a bonus question. Yes, there's one more. Bonus question, where are the portals in Dalaran? Now, this is a bonus question because it's not Cataclysm specific, but I still see the question asked constantly, so I thought I'd go ahead and throw it in here anyway. The portals in Dalaran and Chatrith that port you to your city of choice are gone. They've been replaced by trainers, and that's just all there is to it. There's no more portals, so if you want to get out of Dalaran, you either got to take the Zeppelin, or you got to try to pay a mage to portal you somewhere, however you prefer. But basically, this has just been done to dissuade players from using Dalaran as their hub. Your hub should be Orgrimmar or Stormwind. You should generally stay away from Dalaran. It's not useful once you are once you've hit 80. There's no more point in going there. Okay, that's it for the list. If you have any other questions that you see commonly asked or questions that you have yourself, please add them in the comments. Please, please, please add them in the comments or send me a personal message if you don't get an answer right away. I will try to address every single question. If I get enough questions that are commonly asked, I will make another video. I'll make 100 of these videos if that's what it takes. I want to answer every single question that people have. You can be as minutiae as possible. It can be any quest. It can be where's this NPC. It can be where do I farm such and such a mob to get such and such a quest item. It can be, I don't know, I'm out of quests and I don't know where to go, in a zone. I'm only at 60 quests or something. It can be anything. Thanks for watching. This is Crowmar with TGN, as always, asking you to please rate, please comment, and please subscribe.